We were all lied to. At some point, whether it be a teacher, mom, dad, someone told us that once you start doing good, people will love you, people will support you. As long as you're doing nothing, no one will appreciate you, blah, blah, blah. You name it, right? But if we being real, none of that is true. It's actually the complete opposite. Once you get to a point to where you start doing good or once you start winning, that is when everyone is going to start hating you. That's when it's going to get very, 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 very fucking lonely. It seemed like the more good I tried to do, the more good I put out into the universe, attempted to put out into the universe, right? The more people hated me, the more people isolated themselves, the more people distanced themselves from me. Why? I think a lot of people go through this. You hear this all the time about celebrities who end up making it and family just start hating and they gotta cut them off and this and that. It's true. It's true. People will not like you. People will distance themselves. I mean, if we been real, the shit's intimidating. I've been around people who was just doing very good or they had this aura about them. And I knew I wasn't on top of my shit. And I felt very insecure around people like that. So I get it. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I don't understand. Nah. Now motherfuckers can't say, oh, you think you too good. They can't say that. People only say that when they know they doing a little better than you. Or if you're making strides to try to do better, but you're not making those big steps like they thought you would or like you think you should. I'm at a point now to where it's like you say that shit to me, I'm gonna tell you yes. I think I'm better than you. I think I'm doing better than you, and I think I'm too good for this shit. Why you want to go out and party? I got some shit I gotta work on. I got a business I'm trying to push forward. I gotta get in the gym, and they can't stand hearing that. They rather hear some bullshit like, no, I don't think I'm better. Nah, 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 nah. I know I'm doing better, bro. I know I'm doing better. I'm not doing bullshit. I'm not trying to go out and see pay all my money for a damn concert, but I'm struggling or I'm trying to. Nah, you niggas like, what are we doing here? So yes, I think I'm better. Absolutely. And if we being real, people really think that the perception, just the perception of success equals happiness, and that's not true. Because the more success you get, it's like the more unhappy you get. Money is nice, people, recognizing you, that's cool, but it's like the deep down shit inside be like, why is it that no one wants to be, why is it that everyone keep distancing themselves from me? What did I do? And it's because you are doing better than them and no one wants to be around people who's doing better than them. It's intimidating. That's why ugly people go around ugly people. Why would you want to be around so I could be the best looking? People don't. Why would you be around people who's smarter than you? Because I'm gonna feel like I'm not smart anymore. But that's what I want to do. I want to be around smart people. I want to be around good looking people. But so many people have to be the smartest fucking person in the room. Pride, ego. People hold on to pride and ego for 50 years and never let that shit go. Like, you have to let that shit go. You not in high school, you not in, you not the man, you not the, people really live in the past. So people thinking that your success, they automatically think that you're happy. And so that's one reason that it's very lonely. I know that's why it's lonely, because any little thing that people may think that I'm doing or working on and they got my name attached to it and it's doing better than what they perceive, they automatically think, why do I need to support that person if they getting support from everyone else? Uh, and another thing would be people having less sympathy for the strong. People don't tend to have sympathy for people who they perceive as doing good or perceive that they're winning, because it's like I just said, why do they need my help? Why do they need my sympathy? Um, they rather have sympathy for someone who they could help. That's why people like when that cousin or somebody calls saying, yo, I need some bail money, because now they could hold it over their head saying, I helped you with this. And people want to be the person in charge of helping. That's it. Because now they have control in their eyes. They have the control. Hey, remember I helped you. People be quick to go, don't forget where you came from, to, oh, you got it. You don't need my help. The more you win, the more success you accumulate, then people will drop off. Um, and let's be real, people are intimidated or they're envious of you moving up, because now it shines a light on the laziness and the work that they haven't been putting in. And no one wants a mirror shining back on them saying, especially when y'all come from the same place. You know how that is. That's why, if we being real, that's why a lot of these rappers be getting unalive, because if you in a city, somebody been doing the same thing you've been doing musically, and they get further than you, then they feel like, well, shit, bro, I've been doing this for 15 years. How they get ahead? How they, people get envious of that shit. So, um, if you're winning or you are successful, then people are intimidated. People are envious of your success. They probably think that you don't deserve it. They're more deserving of it. You didn't put in enough work. But people don't see the work that get put in. They only see the work that get put out. And that's it. They don't see the work that's being put in for you to put that work out. And so it's like, oh, he got lucky, she got lucky. Listen, whatever make you feel better at the end of the day. It's if I go fucking play the lottery and I win, did I get lucky? I guess. But I also created my own luck. I created my own luck by going to the gas station. People don't want to do that shit. I ain't got time. I created my own luck. Everything that next time somebody call you lucky, you created that luck. You took the chance of doing it and putting yourself in position to make that luck to happen. You were prepared for it. There's also unspoken expectations to always be okay if you're winning or successful. It's unspoken. They're not going to say it, but you're supposed to be okay. You're winning. You have the resources. You have the money. You should be okay. You don't need my help. I find that very funny, because it's like people be quick to want to help when you don't need to help, but when you actually need to help, they purposely don't try to help you, as if they're like hurting you or something. But when you're winning, low vibrational people have that expectation for you to always be okay. And let's be real, when you winning and doing good, it gets quiet, and you just need that one person you could talk to. So, um, another thing would be, your support system, it shrinks as you go up. The bigger you get, the more successful you get, the less people that's going to be around you. And that's good. That's showing you all the people who shouldn't be around you. That's why when people get to the top, it's not 10 or 20 people, it's often one or two. It probably started at 20 or 30 people, but the more you go up, the less air there is. And you were prepared to go this high. So you could, you're ready for it. But most people are not ready to go that high. They ain't got no oxygen mask. They don't have the proper equipment for themselves to go that high. You were ready and prepared yourself for this moment. So when you winning, don't be trying to bring people who didn't help you get to where you trying to go. So you ever wonder why I get so lonely once you start winning, or when you start to accumulate success? This is why. Uh, I would love to hear in the comments how many people experience this, and send this to somebody who could really use it. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Deuces.